All right, guys. So today, all right, guys. So we are gonna bury the lines for the solar tracker today. We've had them kind of laying on the ground while we were getting all the solar equipment set up, and so Jay had me dig a trench, and now we're going to run. Whoopah! I'm the one getting you to work. Whoopah, you. Anyways. So you put primer on it first and then the cement?
Yeah, I don't even know if primer's really... I don't even know if this is really necessary when you're not doing water, but...
Always better to be safe.
I don't want water getting in here, I know that.
Yeah.
And I don't want it pulling apart more than anything while it's underground.
Yeah.
That's the more important thing, probably just pulling apart. There we go.
Does that stuff dry pretty quickly?
Yep. Someone's probably going to tell me this is going to eat away at the plastic on the wires, but...
Burns. If we're quiet, he might show his face. There's an elusive beast in the woods, guys.
Elusive beast right here. You are an elusive beast. You are in the wrong place, or the wrong place at the wrong time.
This dog, he's got something wrong with him. Ouch! Get him. You guys haven't had any zoomies in a while. Of course, you have the zoomies in the dirt after you get a bath. Whatever. You're happy.
Got all my tools that I need until I ask Jenny for the ones I forgot.
Are they going down there with you?
Nope. You've seen me hook up wires. I just want to get this done.
Alright.
Learn how to hook up MC4s. Watch one of our older videos. It's dark. I can't see anything hardly myself, so I'll be under there for 5 minutes. Okay?
See you soon. Guys, I just buried this spot right here with the conduit. And Scout's, he's making sure the dirt's real good and settled there. Aren't you, Scout? This is your favorite spot to sit anyways.
So we got something we've never used or have any experience with before. A great company that we have worked with a lot. Vatrer, or Vatrer, or Vatrer, or Verterer, or Vatrer.
Vatrer.
Whatever area you're from, it is said differently because, you know, we have that southern twang and eastern slang and
Midwest
guys. Guys. And then you got your crazy Canadians. I don't even know, nothing we can do about you guys. So, but Vatrer wanted us to check out one of their wall batteries, and it's similar to a server rack, but it goes on the wall, and it's built very similar. And we like Vatrer design and Vatrer products, so let's check it out.
And we're gonna put this on with the mini cabin and the sun gold stuff that you guys saw us install in a other video about a week or so ago.
Yep.
So mini cabin's gonna have lots of power now too, guys. So that's really exciting.
This is gonna double our capacity, and we get to try something new.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Never tried a wall battery.
Yep. There's a lot of people that are using these batteries from Vatrer on YouTube, and they've gotten some good praise from some big guys. So let's check it out.
Holy cannoli, this thing's...
Lots of packing, that's good.
This thing's huge. Look at that, guys. Save those. We got a couple more syrups we need to ship out.
Let it drop down. I'm going to do something that I have never done on this channel, is open her up and look at the inside of it. You know, a couple big YouTubers, you know, Mr. Will, Mr. Will Pros, he opens up batteries and just interested to see what a good battery looks like. And he had good stuff to say about these as well. So let me set her down and we'll take the cover off and check out what we're looking at. So we have dual terminals on each side. That's so we can parallel many of these batteries together. I think it's something insane, like 150,000 watt hours that we could put together, like 150,000.
How many batteries is that?
5 divided by 5, so that would be 10. That'd be 30.
30 batteries.
30 batteries.
Holy cannoli!
I hope I'm right about that. I'm pretty sure that that's what I read.
150 divided by 5 would be 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, yeah, that's pretty impressive. So, got all our communication ports here on the bottom for the RS485, the CAN bus, and then a bunch of different ones. So there's different. This battery will hook up to a lot of different inverters. You just have to program it to do so and use the right wires. That's why we got different wires here. One's to hook up to Victron inverters, one to hook up to Grow Watt, Pylon, Goodwe, SMS, S, and then you got SRNE. So Vatrer batteries have all these cables. You can hook them up to many, many different inverters and all-in-ones and different charging systems that are out there. Again, a lot of people have been using these. I'm pretty excited to show it to you, so let's open it up.
Look how pretty it is, guys.
Yep. There's a switch somewhere?
It's a power button.
Oh, there's a power button. Let's power it up. Screw it. Let's power it up real quick.
Light on.
Well, there we go. 56%. Let's see if we can scroll. There we go.
Let's touch some.
Then we can inverter model. We can put it to whatever one we want, like I said. All right, so let's power it down and open it up and see what's inside.
Pretty exciting.
People like to see that stuff.
This is a big battery.
It's a big boy. It's kind of like the off-grid J of batteries.
Are there other off-grid J's?
I don't know. I'm the best one, right, guys? I'm the best off-grid J, even if there is. other off-grid J's. There are other off-grid J's. There's lots of other off-grid J's, but not the off-grid J.
You guys only
Will the real off-grid J please stand up? All right, enough of me. Oh, I did see that.
You want me to hold that?
All right, guys, look at that. Jenny will show it to you. Come here. Show it off.
You got your computer board there.
That's your display. That shows you everything on the front, so we can tell what's going on in the battery. It is glued. Nope.
On clips.
So there you go, guys. Just unplug the display so we can throw this off to the side. Or set it over to the side, not throw it.
Be kind of bad.
Yeah. So let's take this protective cover off. Holy moly. Okay, so you've never watched any solar videos, right? Really?
No.
Like, not even ours?
Watch ours.
So what do you think when you see this?
It
Looks complicated, right?
kind of.
But
Reminds me of the science experiments I did when I was like in elementary school with the tin foil and the wires and the batteries.
Yeah. You stuck probes in potatoes and
That's
made light bulbs pop on and stuff.
kind of what I'm getting.
Yeah. So you don't. So let's tell you what I know, which is a little bit more than you know, but not much. Okay.
Well, you know a lot more than I do.
Yeah. All right, guys. So batteries are built many different ways, and what's better is not something that I'm an expert on. But I did watch a lot of people that had this battery, and they all said it was built very well. I'll point out some of the key parts why they said they liked what they saw. So it's got a good battery management system. This looks like it would be easy to replace if it ever had to be replaced, which hopefully we never have to. But most batteries, when they fail, has nothing to do with the cells themselves. Most of the time, if the whole battery fails. Occasionally you'll have one cell that is weak and you can replace a cell, but BMS system is typically what goes wrong with systems. We have the power switch, comes over here, tells this communication board everything that we could pick up from an external device like an inverter, goes over to our BMS. Then our BMS allows power to go in and out. We got good heat sinks here to heat sinks that radiate heat out. We have real heavy duty bars here that take power from our terminals up to the cells themselves. No thin, flimsy wires to worry about, right?
Yeah. Looks good. It looks heavy duty.
Yeah. We have these bus bars that go between each cell. They are laser welded. We have balancers. We have all these balancers here. You'll see all these balancers go up battery and read voltage from each battery. So we have, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 16 battery cells in here.
Okay.
So there's 16, like basically
This
16
is
small
this
batteries.
Is one.
Yep,
This is
don't
1,
touch
2,
it. Again,
3,
I don't know
4,
what you can
5,
touch and
6,
can't touch.
7,
but...
8. Okay.
So I think as long as we don't arc anything, we're fine. I think you could touch anything in here. And then there's got to be some temperature sensors in here too. These are probably our temperature sensors, and maybe these are our main balancers, like main voltage readers, because they're down towards the main terminals. But yeah, so power's coming in here, or the positives here, goes to our cells. Negative feeds through the BMS system. That way we can't overcharge it, we can't undercharge it, we cannot charge it when it's too cold. Like these have to be, I would assume, the temperature sensors, because these are different looking. There's one here, one here, one here. There's got to be temperature sensors in here somewhere, and I'm assuming these are them. Everything is held in real good with these metal brackets. No zip ties or tapes or foams. They're heavy duty metal brackets screwed right into our main casing. This looks like it'd be easy to replace if we had to take this board out. A lot of you guys are curious like what Jen and I did for work prior to going off grid. Well, Jen's a teacher and I was a hot tub repair guy. I still do and dabble with that a little bit. I have a few customers left that I really love and care for and take care of. But in the hot tub world, this is kind of my thing. I'm not an expert computer board guy, but I understand. When I look at them, I'm not as intimidated as maybe someone who's never looked at them. I kind of understand how relays work and plugs and sensors and stuff like that. Hot tubs have something very similar to this. It's just a board that relays messages from each sensor to tell everything to turn on and off. And that's what this battery management system does. Could I fix this? Could I solder it? Could I diagnose exactly what's wrong other than finding like a burned relay or a burned solder? I could find it. I couldn't fix it. You'd have to send it into a company or send it in somewhere and they could fix it, or you just replace the whole BMS. So, but, this looks pretty snazzy, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like something that was thrown together, that's for sure. Looks
it was built well, which is good.
Yeah. So, and like I said, a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about Vatrer, and we're one of those many people. So, anyway, I don't know what else to show you guys. It looks pretty simple, like I said. All these sensors read voltage from each cell, and that display, I don't think it will tell you like the server racks, every single cell like the server racks will, but I think you could use this with the app, and it will do that. So anyway, that's the extent of our knowledge.
We're excited to install it.
Let's get this put back together and take it over to the mini cabin.
Alright guys, so we are going to be installing this Vatrer Wall Battery right here, right above the other battery. And Jay's over here cutting wood for it.
Using up some scraps.
That way
I have good stuff for
other projects.
bigger projects. Ta-da!
Bracket here is going to secure the battery box to the cabin so the battery doesn't fall forward. That's kind of important, right?
We don't want it falling on me.
That's okay if it falls on me.
There we go.
It's secure pretty good, guys.
It can hold 250 pounds. It can hold 100 pounds. All right?
Yep.
Nice and strong. So I got some screws that'll work really good for mounting this T-bracket to the wall. Like I said, they give you expansion screws that go into concrete. There's expansion bolts here. These are to go into concrete. You could use your own screws. Just make sure they're really strong, which we're going to do. And there's bolts in here for the battery terminals.
It's pretty exciting, guys. We really like our Vatrer batteries a lot. And we might be working with them some more in the future and have some exciting things for you guys too.
They're going to help us out with the bunker vault, the solar bunker vault.
Yeah, and we might have some fun stuff for you guys. So we'll have to see, but we're excited for you guys.
And we're trying really hard to do more giveaways this year. Make you guys excited and get you guys some cool stuff as well.
Yeah.
these solar videos are really fun for us, and they help a lot of people. So a lot of people that do videos like this, you know, just talk techie. They show it in an office or in a warehouse. We show you like real life application. So let's get this done.
Feels good and
Should be
hefty, guys. It doesn't feel like cheap metal, which is very important. Like Jay said, you don't want cheap stuff hanging up your battery, or if you were putting it on your walls at home, you wouldn't want it pulling out of your wall. So it's good that it's heavy duty. Feels nice. We got so much cool solar stuff here, guys. I like it all. We got the tracker, the turbine, we got lots of awesome batteries. Maybe one day I'll learn enough solar and I can do a solar video.
This stuff's so easy. You could do it if you took a little bit of time. That's what's nice about this. The technology's great.
And then if I can do it, then any of you can do it.
All right, there we go. There's our T. We're gonna center this. This is our mounting bracket. We're gonna center this in here. And we'll lift the battery on there, and then there's a shelf on the back of the battery that goes onto that, and then it just flops on down.
That's pretty easy.
Hangs right on that.
Off of that, right?
So 20 inches wide. What's half a 20?
10. Hopefully you know that. If not, I'm gonna have to start tutoring you. I don't think you'd be a very good student, though.
I was not a good student. I was one of them kids that was too smart for the classes, so I misbehaved. I acted out.
What happened to you then?
You like to distract me. That's why nothing ever goes well. Jed distracts me with her wittiness and good looks, and then I just get so thrown off I forget to do stuff right. Like I forget the details, fine details. So the top of this bracket goes in this slot and all the way along here. We need to measure from the top of the battery to the top of that slot. 7 and 3/4. 7 and 3/4. So we want to at least go like 8.5 down, right? So 7 3/4. The battery would be right at the top.
Yeah.
So let's just go down like 9.
Gonna hold
I
it.
need a drill. I need a drill.
This drill or the other drill?
The other drill with a drill bit. Luckily we have a nice platform for it right here. All I gotta do is lift it up. There we go.
There we go, guys. It's all
In place.
mounted in. Now Jay's got to do all the electrical stuff.
There you go. Oh, I don't get to the power. You get your fingers in there?
I can do it. You gotta keep me around, I guess.
Either that or I gotta drop like 80 pounds so my fingers aren't so fat.
So you gotta keep me around.
Can't fit my fat fingers in there, so I keep Jenny around. Show them the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, guys. Jason can't get his fat fingers in there.
Jenny can get her little fingers in there, though.
I gotta keep you around now.
Uh-huh. So. Sorry.
Guess I gotta keep her around. Thanks for turning the battery on. I'll turn it back off and off. Now we can hook up the wires and take it over here and put it in some bus bars.
gonna rain just enough to make everything wet. And that's it.
and humid, even more humid. Alright, so the wire's coming from my battery right here. I'm going to put some terminal ends on those, hook it to the positive and negative up here. Comes down here to my bus bars. Positive bus bar I have going through a T-class fuse. And then from our bus bars we go up to our disconnect. And then our disconnect up into our all-in-one inverter. We also added a new disconnect on our PV or our, solar array. We have everything in here done. Everything's ready to go. We need to clean things up. Got 100 tools out. And then we could run on the Vatrer Wall Battery. It's pretty slick looking, eh? We'll power it up here in just a few minutes. So let's put some terminal disconnects or terminals on this and get it going.
This buying extra stuff pay off once again.
Yeah, you guys, the biggest, hardest part of this whole process is getting all this extra stuff. Like, you need so much stuff to do plumbing and electrical, like different size terminals that have not only a different size bolt hole, but different size wire. So you need like all kinds of stuff. You're gonna have to invest some money to do this stuff, to get started. I mean, I have a lot of stuff now, but it dwindles away, and then luckily it is what it is. Hopefully you have what you need.
And lucky you have a partner that when you use the last thing, they order some replacements. So that way you have more.
Yeah, because when we first started doing this, I would drive around and look for stuff, and then even like electrical shops, they don't have a lot of this stuff, and if they do, it's really expensive.
Yeah, so we ordered it on Amazon, and he used the last blue class T.
Yeah, T-class fuse.
T-class fuse, and so as soon as he decided to use it, I went and ordered a couple more on Amazon.
Yeah.
Because then he has them. It's always easier to have a backup, just like our water heater.
Yeah, it's not
Easier to have extras and backup than have unfinished projects everywhere, more so than we already do. How much are these little thingamabobbers?
Just told you what they were, like 800 times.
I know, but I don't remember.
I did that. I never hear the end of it, ever.
Yeah, you would.
You told... No, I wouldn't.
Lugs. Copper lugs. Tinned copper lugs. How much is a pack of these?
I don't know. We've had them for 5 years, so they're probably... Most of these are like $2 or $3 a piece.
Okay. So, 12 to 15 bucks it looks like would have been invested. It's a worthy investment.
had it turned on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Now they're all covered back up and safe. Alright, moment of truth. Try running it on just the wall battery. Normally you would run communication from each battery to each battery, through each battery, and then one communication port back to the inverter. We're going to try to just run it with no communication and see what it does. Because the BMS in here should protect it. We have 2 different style batteries, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. So let's do it.
Do you need my little hand to turn it on?
Did it turn on?
There you go.
I got it. So battery's on, 56%, 52.8, 52.7 volts. No in or out. Power is coming down over here to our bus bars. Power's coming to our bus bars, and then we have to turn on our disconnect. Alright. And then we can turn on our inverter. Everything's on. We're getting an alarm. I don't know why. Maybe because there's no communication. But we have voltage. We have 120 volt going out. We have 52.7 volt battery. So it's reading off the voltage. I don't know why we have the alarm. Alright guys, we put a good few hours or a good half a day of effort and energy into getting the wall battery from Vatrer set up and hooked to our inverter. It's running. Everything looks good. We got to figure out the kinks just like anything else and figure out how we're going to set up the communications when we have different batteries hooked up to the inverter. But we're going to monitor it for a day and update you tomorrow. The sun is past its prime right now and off to the west where we're not going to get any solar input.
And it's very overcast.
Yeah, and there's storms coming in and out, so we're not getting any solar input. We want to show you and talk to you after we have a little bit of experience, not just guessing and telling you.
We don't want to just install it and then
wrap up the video.
Yeah, that doesn't really do anybody any good.
Yeah. So we're going to work out the kinks here the next day or so, and then we will put it at the end of this video, what we find out, and give you a wrap-up. So just give us a few minutes here, and we'll hopefully have some good information for you. Right?
Yeah. Alright guys, so we installed that Vatrer wall battery and we've been running the mini cabin on it for a few days now and we cannot say enough great things about it. I've got the mini split running to keep me cool while I'm in here baking, and I got lights, and Jason just turned on the stove. So the Vatrer batteries making all this possible right now.
Pretty cool.
Right?
It is like an ice box in here. This is my kind of thing.
So it's perfect. We're super happy with our Vatrer wall battery, and if you need some batteries, check out Vatrer. They've been treating us pretty good and we're pretty happy with them.
We've been using their server rack batteries for a year now.
Yep, so they've got server rack batteries, they've got wall batteries, whatever you need to fit your needs.
Pretty cool. Hey guys, good morning. Just out here getting ready to prune some of our vegetables in the couple of raised beds here by the barn, and figured it's been about a week since we hooked up the Vatrer battery and had this whole system going, along with our SunGold stuff. Everything's working great. We are probably ultimately going to need more solar to keep this stuff charged, because we got a freezer running here. Jen's been baking a little bit in the pole barn, in the cabin, in the mini cabin, and she run the mini split a few times, so it's pretty exciting that we have this working space now, and hopefully, ultimately, we can have a freezer over here as well, or in the pole barn. Long-term plan, solar here, and solar over to the barn. I don't know if we're going to leave this stuff here and run power into the barn, or once we get the barn prepped and ready to go, a little bit more with some more floor in there, if we're going to move this stuff in there. Everything here is can be forever, or it can be moved. It's mounted to the cabin with a couple screws, so we can move stuff around, rearrange things if we'd like. But just wanted to give you a little update real quick. The Vatrer battery's taking real good care of us. It charges for 5 or 6 hours with the solar tracker over there. We're at 73%. We were at 46% this morning. So it's already gone up about 25% in the first couple hours of the day. It's about 11:30, so it's about halfway through its sun for the day. So like I said, we're getting about 800 watts from our solar tracker over there going into our inverter. We're getting 576 watts of that right there at the bottom pushed into this battery. And the solar is bypassing the battery, or not going to the battery. It's actually feeding the freezer directly. So that's why we don't have any draw coming from our battery, because the solar is taking care of it. So we have the inverter set up to do that. So we run off of our power directly from the sun after it's converted over to AC power, and we're good to go. It would be great if we had a little bit higher voltage and probably double the array over there to charge this up. That would give us a little more grace with draw from our inverter running all the time. But the freezer's been running for a couple weeks now. It's kept up with it. It's nice and cold in there. Still haven't put anything in there yet, but again, just testing things out, experimenting, and seeing how it goes. So this is our first experience with a wall battery. Lots of folks use wall batteries in their basements, mount them to the concrete wall, and it saves space for those who don't have a lot of floor space or don't want to take up as much square footage. We can just line our walls with them. Kind of like we have set up here. If we had stacks of batteries, they'd come out like 3 or 4 foot with all our equipment. Now everything's nice and flush, doesn't take up too much room in our lean-to. So, pretty happy. This doubles our capacity. So, again, this system is kind of just like us experimenting and having fun with it. We're going to probably move some of this stuff and do some different things with it, but Vatrer Wall Battery, pretty cool. Vatrer is getting some good praise from people on YouTube, even some of the big shots, so that's good. We showed you earlier in this video when we took it apart and showed you the bracing and the welds and the cells and everything in there, the BMS, so that's good. That stuff is high quality. That gives us a lot of peace of mind. So we'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with us while we do all these fun projects. We hope a lot of you can learn from our experimentation and us trying new things. We have a lot of solar stuff coming that's going to be in the bunker in the next month or so. We're just kind of waiting to gather some materials and products and just hit it hard and get the roof on it completely done and the walls. So we have a nice dry, isolated space where I don't have to worry about our inverters and our solar equipment getting wet. Also, subscribe and stay tuned to our future videos. Vatrer is actually sending us some new batteries for the solar bunker, and we're going to do a giveaway in the next month or so. We're going to get you guys a battery, so we're excited about it. They want to see some of you guys have some of their products as well, and that's pretty exciting and pretty nice of them to do that. So keep an eye out for that video. Best way to do that is to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified when our videos come up. And we'll do a giveaway for a Vatrer battery. I'm not sure if we're doing a server rack or a wall battery, but we'll find that out in the next few weeks. All right? Thanks for hanging out with us during these projects, and we'll see you in the next video. Best wishes.